All right, over the 25 years I've been at Fox talking to astronauts and some of the original astronauts and all the way through Apollo 11 and the Space Shuttle, Skylab, all the other programs, and now business enterprises taking over this whole sphere. Enter Blue Origin, of course, Jeff Bezos fame, and now launching Captain Kirk into space himself. I'm talking about William Shatner, who with 3 others will get their 10 minutes of orbital flight, technically into space, on Wednesday. Let's just say Captain Kirk's excited. Again, congratulations. William Shatner, I understand that you would turn down a flight on Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic. And now here you are going up on Blue Origin, Jeff Bezos fame. Why the Bezos rocket over Richard Branson's?
Well, it's not that I don't love each of those billionaires, but it's because the opportunity presented itself. And you know, Jeff Bezos' vision is really a remarkable practical one. Let's build the industries that pollute on Earth, let's build it in space, in connection with space. It's not so esoteric as flying to Mars and colonizing Mars a year and a half. 6 months there, 6 months back, 6 months on the planet. This is let's build now and start right now to protect our planet.
You know, you've heard this more than you care to, Mr. Shatner, that you, at 90 years young, will be the oldest human being, at least up to this point, to travel into space. And when we were peppered with that question, you had said over the weekend, I'm bloody Captain Kirk. And yet all they're focusing on, including this questioner, is your age. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Well, the only thing about age that has an application to this particular vehicle is getting in and out of the seat with any kind of arthritis. So unless you're really supple, getting in and out of these seats in weight, and when we're on gravity, is a chore. But of course, it's designed to float out of the seat and be weightless.
Yeah, that should be pretty cool. You know, Audrey Powers, as the Blue Origin representative, vice president at the company, I'm sure you're familiar with this FAA review of safety concerns that was raised by present and past workers. Is that an issue going forward here? Is there something to this that should cause some of your colleagues there concern?
Well, my experience at Blue, I've been here 8 years and worked on a number of areas across the New Shepard program. My experience has been that we're exceedingly thorough. We conduct safety reviews continuously through the design, through the flight test program, through our operations and maintenance of the vehicles and ground systems. So my experience is that we've been very thorough. We bring in outside reviewers from other agencies and companies. We partner with our FAA partners to ensure the safety of people on the ground. So my experience has been that we're as thorough as any of the other companies that I've worked on through my career in this industry.
And after all, you're flying in this thing, so you're part of that process.
Right.
Glenn,
right.
You and Chris are paying customers here. The reported check you wrote out is about $250,000. I don't know what it was, but it is still prohibitive for most folks to get the chance. All of you are. How soon do you think that average folks will be able to afford a trip like this, get an opportunity like this?
What do you think, Glenn?
Yeah, so I think equity and access is something we have to think about in everything. I think about it in medicine and healthcare every day in my profession. And I'm not going to try to predict when it's going to happen, but the point is, this industry, this opportunity for us to travel to space is about accelerating how quickly we can get access to space for everybody and how we can democratize the benefits of space and space technology for as many people on Earth as we can. That's what's so exciting as a paying customer to be able to contribute to.
Yeah, I mean, space has always been the domain of governments, and it's quite remarkable that in 2021 there's going to be 5 private space flights. So I think in 50 years we'll look back at this year and go, this was the beginning of actually the public's movement into space and the opening up of the space frontier. So I think it's a really exciting time to be be doing this with this crew. So.
You know, William Shatner, you are, obviously an iconic figure, well-known name. You've written 30 books. Of course, a lot of people harken back to your Star Trek days that turned out to be a hit that lingers to this day. But you won't be the first actor in space. I mean, as you probably heard, a Russian actor and director are now filming 2 weeks on the International Space Station. How do you feel about that and those in the entertainment business doing what you're doing?
Well, he's there doing a job, and Russian to English is very difficult. That's by way of saying, of course, the entertainment industry wants to dramatize what's going on, because what is going on, our liftoff and weightlessness and return to Earth is very dramatic and filled with a certain amount of possibility. Different outcomes are possible, and to record this and to dramatize it and to speak about it is very important. So it doesn't matter which language it's in, except that there are more people who speak English than speak Russian.
So when you get a chance to be up there for the 10 minutes that you will, what's the first thing you're going to want to do?
I'm going to look out the window, Neil. I'm going to see the vastness of space and the fragility of the Earth. And I'm going to continue that theme in my thinking and in my work.
It's a good goal.
This view that Bill is describing has been seen by fewer than 600 people in the entire history of the human race. So it's a real privilege to see it, and we can't wait to more of you can go and experience the same thing. So.
Well, you've got a whole world very proud of all of you, and enjoy that flight. Very special flight at that. Congratulations.
Thank you, Neil.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, and it will last all of 10 minutes, a suborbital flight on Shepard, referring to Alan Shepard, the first American to go into space. That was a suborbital flight as well. There are plans to go beyond this for Jeff Bezos. Of course, Elon Musk and a host of others are playing in this game as well as Richard Branson, who was trying to get Captain Kirk to go on his jet/rocket, but instead the captain is going with Jeff Bezos. That'll do it.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.